Hey y'all, thank you for stopping by to see another video. I always enjoy doing these for you and getting to take a few minutes and talk to you and enjoy the time I have with you. I hope you enjoy the video. It's just a random type video, nothing specific about it. And I appreciate so much that you take the time to watch it. So with that being said, I'll get started, and I believe I said it's just pretty random, everything. But I do want to show you my cards. And we will get started with that. And here is a beautiful deer. I love that pretty blue background in the snow. And then this lady, I believe, is the one who sent the Christmas tree that I thought was a tree, but you really unrolled it and hung it on your wall. Let me look right quick. I'm not sure, but I think that's her. But anyway, I felt pretty intelligent when I figured that out. Can't get one past me. And that pretty coffee and pastry, that really makes me want a good cup of coffee right now. And I do not like all coffee. Before I fell, I liked coffee pretty good and I drank it pretty much. But now, sometimes if my stomach's upset, I like to have just, a few sips. And then that usually helps, and then I'm done. And this one, it says, how to tell you've been naughty. And I plan on not being naughty because I do not want to find anything like that coming down my chimney. And then this lady sent me some cute little paper. I love Santas like that. They just remind me of the old Santa back when I was a kid, and there wasn't nothing to worry about. And do you ever get this feeling? It doesn't have to be about Santa. It can be about anything that you deal with in life, but it just takes you back to a good place. And this silly little Santa takes me back to a wonderful place in my life. And this lady that sent the paper sent me this card, and she happens to be from the next town over. So, hey neighbor, thank you for sending that. And that just reminds me, it's been a couple years ago maybe, my husband and I went to a restaurant called Harbor Inn. I'm sure you can't tell it's a fish place by the name of it. But we went there, and this lady, we had our waitress, and then this other waitress came up to bring our food, I believe. And anyway, she said, "Are you Jan?" And I said, "Yeah." And she was a follower. And that just tickled me to death that she would take her time and come up and speak to me. So I don't know if you are the one who sent that or if it's another person. But usually I think most YouTubers enjoy when a subscriber or fan or whatever you want to call the person comes up and says hello. I know I do. And then here is the Patriotic Chihuahua. got his little, well, maybe you wouldn't say patriotic, the Thanksgiving Chihuahua. And everything's always better with a doggy. And then here is a thank you card with a pretty rabbit with the ears. And then, you know, I have got a lot of this card. Not every card this way, but these same Indian children. And I'm not sure why, where it came from or anything like that, but anyway, it must be a popular thing. They're cute as a button. Have a sweet holiday. It makes me want to get one of those gingerbread kits. And me and Kaylin put one together. Now see, here's another Indian. And he's holding the present. And then a Hanukkah. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to say that right. Here is a Hanukkah card that I got. Isn't that pretty? And this is real pretty handmade card. I always say there are some talented people here. And it's got a pretty inside thing. And if you have the time and are able, and you know someone that needs something to do to take their mind off just everyday life, it's not expensive. I mean, it could be, but as a general rule, it's not expensive to make a card. Just get some cardboard and get a couple old magazines and cut out pictures and take some buttons off an old shirt and do whatever and make cards with them. You know, it doesn't take a whole lot in this life to make somebody smile. And then here is this pretty card. Isn't that pretty? And each card I was looking in, because there was a lot of them that I wanted to say a little something about. Oh, this person said a prayer for me in this letter, which was very appreciated. So that's my cards for now. And thank each and every one of you for the beautiful cards. Those cards mean a lot to me. They really do. Because I sit here all the time. And I have a lot to do. You know, I think I've told you I crochet and do little word search books or crosswords, or I'm starting the diamond art and things. But anyway, I do fine. I do fine. All right. The lady that I talked about, her son, Caleb, that passed away. And when I did that video, I feel like I went back and watched it a day or two later. And I feel like sometimes it's one of two ways. I let my mind get way ahead of my tongue, or my tongue way ahead of my mind. And I'll stop in mid-sentence and change the thought, or I just won't get something said that I want to say. And just to make sure that, you know, the people that heard the story and were interested, my friend's son Caleb did pass away a year ago, a few days ago, a year ago. And she's just going through grief, as we all would. And we just please keep her in your prayers and help her through this. But she sent me how to make, I called it a garden flag, but it actually was not a garden flag, it's a wall hanging. And I think that is so pretty. And you can use the basic square here if you wanted to make the snowman. And then if you're like really intelligent, you could probably do a Santa face or a reindeer face or something like that. I don't know. Crochet, if you are, if you have a, you know, you don't have to have a ton of knowledge about it, but if you have a little knowledge about it, you can do things pretty easily. And then I got these two books. I am tickled about them. They're from Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. She sent me Crochet Cafe, and it's got all these little oh, okay. Now here's a word I can't say. Curami. That's wrong, I'm sure, isn't it? Anyway, all these little like miniature food and little things I see. Just all kinds of cute things. I do believe everything here is related to food since it says cafe. See, that's my old noggin working. And that's so cute. You know what I think would be really cute? Would be my little 2-year-old granddaughter. Crochet her some of this food to go with her little kitchen station that she has. She would think she's the stuff. And she is the stuff, but we can't tell her that, because then if you tell somebody they're the stuff, then you can't live with them because they get all cocky. So we know she's the stuff, and we'll leave it at that. But she sent that one, and she sent this one, the Crochet Stitch Dictionary, which I am tickled to get this because there are so many stitches, and you're looking through and seeing something that's been made, and you go, now what stitch is that? And I'm sure there's some app you can use or something, I don't know. But I love that you can just flip through and see something you like, and there it is telling you how to do the stitch. So Kelly, thank you very much. I am really tickled to get that. And now I think the last thing I'm going to show you, my books are wanting to fall off, and I can't have that. Anyway, I've got my tripod balancing on my knees. Okay, today at church it was Thanksmas, and every year we have Thanksmas, and what we do is we combine Christmas and Thanksgiving, and all the ladies bring whatever. You know how you do, you sign a paper saying what you're going to bring, so the whole room isn't full of macaroni salad and nothing else. And so we had a wide variety of food, and there was more people, the preacher told me, than they had expected, which is always a blessing. And everything was delicious. I had to stay away from desserts because I ate too much of the real food, and I just had no room for desserts as much as I would have liked to have had some. But I did get stuffing and mashed potatoes and turkey and the icing on the cake, which is gravy. And that makes me happy, and I got that. But I was going to take greens and also bratwurst with peppers and onions cooked, and I took buns and mustard, and you just make you a sandwich with, which that went over real well. The people really liked that. But I didn't get to take the greens because right now when I cook, I go in the kitchen and I sit down on the chair by the stove, and then Randy or Kaylin will bring me what ingredients I need. And I knew I had to put those on early so they'd have plenty of time to cook. I had really wanted to put them on last night and let them simmer real low, and I don't know why I didn't do that. But I couldn't get anybody woken up at about 6 o'clock this morning to bring me the stuff, so I just told myself, well, I'm just not going to be able to make the greens. And I don't think they were missed because there was so much other stuff. But in its place, when I was at Walmart yesterday, I had picked up some cookies, 3 different, in the deli, 3 different containers of cookies, chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, and sugar cookies. And so I told Randy I was just going to take those instead, which I did, and they went over well. But I really wasn't wanting to bring home a bunch of food from there because I knew I just wouldn't eat it. But I did get a couple things, and I'm going to show you that because I know that stuffing is one of the most exciting things to look at. But one lady made this cranberry salad, she called it. And that stuff is good, real tart, and really good. And so I got that little bowl of that. And then I got stuffing right here. Only bad thing about that is they didn't have any gravy. But there's the stuffing. And then here, Randy just made me a brat. And when I get ready to eat later for supper, I'm going to have that cranberry salad and this stuffing, and I'll have this. I don't know if you can really see it that well. But it's got the peppers and onions on it, and it's on a bun, and the brats. And I have mustard over here that I'll put on it when I'm ready to eat. And that was that. They had just the regular turkey and ham and just all the regular things. Green bean casserole, of course, and yams and all that. So I had a wonderful time. I hadn't seen some of those people, you know, a couple years at least, because going to church right now for me is sporadic. And just to be up front, right now, today, I'm swelling real bad, especially my left side. And the left side's the side I broke my hip. And I I think it comes from my COPD, but if it doesn't clear up, I'll go see the doctor, and everything will be fine. Everything's going to be fine. You know, God's watched after me for a reason, and I think he's going to keep me around a while. He sees that that I feel like I have a mission to just let people know about him, and what a wonderful thing to be a Christian and know God and talk about him, spread his word and all that. So I'm not worried about it, really. I promise you, I'll be fine. So with all that being said, I think I'm gonna just lay back and put my feet up and be fat and sassy and enjoy the rest of the day. And tomorrow is, well, yesterday was my soon-to-be daughter-in-law. She's just doing the fiance thing right now, but she's gonna get married to my son soon. They have, I'm not sure what it is, but they're gonna get, about why they haven't got married yet, but it's something, but they're gonna get married soon. And that's gonna be wonderful. I love that girl. My son could not have picked a better person. And so her birthday was yesterday, and I'm making her, I want to make her, if I can do it, I have the stuff, I want to make her a seafood bowl, and they're going to come over tomorrow. And if I get to do it, I'll show you what I do, which is, you know, the redneck seafood bowl. That's what I do. So anyway, I thought I would be under 20 minutes, but I'm not. And I love you. I hope you have an awesome rest of the day. Take care, stay warm, eat plenty of good food, and be blessed. I love you to pieces, as my mom would say. Bye-bye.